Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay, right. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, up to now, how many lessons is completed? Now, today we are going to start our 16th lesson, Descriptive Statistics. These are advanced math lessons. So, mathematics lessons, Descriptive Statistics. We have another few lessons. I will show you our plan. We have another 6 lessons. Okay, this is our plan. 2026. I'm going to complete statistic within next month, March. We have 4 weeks. After that, we are doing our very important lesson, sales structures, within April. That's full theory lesson. What happened to our camera? Give me a second. Okay, right. Okay, and natural products, industrial chemistry, fluid mechanism, and our practicals, including ICT lessons. Okay, that's all we have to complete. Okay, we have enough time. This is our time allocation, and during these lessons, we can complete our exams and exam discussions. And after April, we can get 1 day, 3 hours for past paper discussions. 3 hours for past paper discussion, 3 hours for practical discussions, 3 hours for our එතකොට අප්‍රේල් වලින් පස්සේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ අපිට lessons maximum 3. Okay, we have enough time. Now you have to arrange your own plan. You have to start your working in your own plan now. Okay, you have to manage your time now. You can, if you work 8 hours per day, you have to allocate your time slot into particular subjects. You have to divide your time. Remain time without class remain time, you have to divide into each subject, and you have to manage subjects well. Definitely this during these 5 months. You have another 5 months: March, April, May, June, July. Another 5 months, 150 days. It's a final 150 days. Therefore, take it serious and prepare your plan first and work on this. You should have your own plan according to your working pattern. You have to prepare your own plan how to complete that. Not only SFTR, with other subjects, how to manage all subjects. That's very important. If you want a good rank, definitely you should manage your time. And your time, remaining time, you have to allocate into each subject in according to your plan. Okay, let's start. This is our 16th lesson, Descriptive Statistics. Descriptive Statistics. Okay. Descriptive Statistics. Okay, actually, this is full mathematics lesson. No any note required. No any note required. Full mathematics lesson. I'll give you simple note and simple points you need to remember. You can note down, and full calculations. Okay, examples calculations. It's a full calculation lesson. And in exam, full essay question. Full essay question coming from this statistic lesson. Full essay question means it is 7.5 marks. 7.5 marks from entire paper. Full essay question coming in this statistic lesson. 2015 to 2025 past papers, the first essay question was statistic lesson, in the statistic lesson. And your 2026 also, same type question asking. Same type question, statistic question is the first essay question. And everything you can bring your marks from home. And the gathering marks very easy. But you have to complete A to Z. You should have idea if you want to get these 7.5 marks. You should have A to Z 100% idea of each part. Then you can get full marks for essay question. And actually the issue, the problem, if you know everything, if you know 100%, sometimes you can't complete this statistic question within 30 minutes, maximum 35 minutes. That's the actual problem. Sometimes students take more than 1 hour for this statistic question. It's very easy. Every part you know. If you complete the lesson, every part you can understand. Very simple. But you have enough questions now in past papers, model papers, and all papers. You have enough questions. You have to practice that way. You have to practice well. Otherwise, you can't complete the question within 25 minutes. Okay, you have to practice complete the essay question within 25 minutes. Not only statistic, but statistic question is a more problem. Other question, chemistry questions, physics questions, no problem like this. This is a question. It's more time. Okay, then you keep it in mind. You have to not only know this concept, you have to practice this as well. Okay, you have to practice this. Otherwise, you can't complete the question within 30 minutes. Maximum you can get 35 minutes or 50 minutes. But you have to practice into 25 minutes how to complete essay question within 25 minutes. Other thing, you have another three MCQ questions in statistic lesson. They are very simple question, but you have the same problem. You have only 2 minutes for one MCQ question. You should have proper practice to complete this. Now 7.5 plus 3, it is 10.5 marks in exam. This lesson, main lesson in your syllabus. 10.5 marks you can collect if you follow this A to Z. This is statistic lesson. Okay, let's start. Statistic. Okay, do you know descriptive statistic is not a lesson actually, it's a wide subject, it's a wide area. It's a wide area. Am I audible and I clear the board? Kabir? Today we have an internet issue. Everything okay, right? Lagging, no? Right. Give me a second. How about now? Is it okay now? Okay. If there are any lagging, please inform me. Because in my side it's working, but okay. Okay. Okay, let's start the descriptive stats. I told in actually this statistic and data analysis. Statistic and data analysis is not just a lesson. It's a wide subject. It's a wide area. In this wide subject, only very simple, basic part we discussed on our syllabus. Okay, this is a wide area. In your university, you have statistic again in first year of your university. If you select for any degree program, you have to again learn about statistic, advanced statistic. But in A-level syllabus, in our syllabus, we are discussing very basic levels, very basic things in statistic. They are not advanced statistic. Very basic level we are discussing. Okay, in all degree program, in final year, you have final year research project. If you follow any degree program, private university or government university, you have to complete a research project. BST and ET, both students. You have to complete research project. For research, this data analysis and data collection, data analysis, data interpreting data, they are very important for complete your final year research project. Okay, therefore, now we are starting very basic level and discussed up to a certain level, but it is not the statistic. Don't think this is a statistic. We are discussing the statistics, a wide area. It's a very complex, very complicated subject, very advanced subjects, but we are discussing very basic things. After your A level, you can learn remain parts and advanced part you can learn, but in first time you can't go for the advanced level. For advanced calculation, advanced analysis, there are different types of analysis: two-way analysis, three-way analysis. In university degree program, you can learn about it. But in this our syllabus, we are discussing very basic things, very basic concept of statistic. අපි හරිම සරලව තමයි අද කරන්නේ. හරි? Okay, let's start the descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Okay, descriptive statistic mean actually statistic mean what? What's the meaning of statistics? First, statistic mean it has three main parts. It has three main parts. The first one, data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. Sorry. First data collection. Sorry. First data collection. Data collection. Second, data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. First, data collection. We have different types of methods to collect data. In first year of your degree program, you can learn all types of data collection method. We can conduct interviews. We can use internet-based Google form, internet collection methods, internet data collection methods, and we can use surveys or different methods, and we can analyze. We can use records, previous records to collect data. Okay. However, we can collect data. Okay, whatever field. Think as example, we have a rubber plantation. We have rubber plantation. Okay, we have rubber plantation. Okay, I need to analyze the annual. I need to analyze annual latex production. Latex means rubber kirikian, the product of the rubber tree. Okay, annual latex production of this rubber plantation. Okay, to get data, production data, to get production data, I can use previous recordings, right? Records, not recording, records. Logbooks. Okay, they can use to how about fertilizer usage, how about water consumption, fertilizer consumption, annual in daily production. Okay, everything we can collect by daily records. Okay, first for statistic, the first step is the data collection. The data collection. Okay, then after collect data, now you can analyze. Analyze means we can prepare the data in organized way. That's the meaning of data analysis. You can prepare this collected data in organized way. That's the meaning of data analysis. Okay, finally, you can interpret this data. What's the meaning of interpret? Data interpretation or interpret data. What's the meaning of interpret? Interpreting means the collected, analyzed data, you can interpret, you can express for other persons, or you can present this. Okay, you can use different charts, different bar charts, pie chart, and line graphs, and different types of interpretation methods you can use to interpret your data in organized way, in attractive way. I got that's the meaning of that's the steps of simple statistics. I got data collection, collected data analysis, and interpret, present. Understood? Clear? Kabir, now okay the internet problem? Is it okay now? Okay. Okay, Tanya, I got data collection, data analysis, and finally data interpretation. They are the steps of statistics. Statistics. Okay. Okay, I got Fatima. Up to now, okay? Okay. Let's prepare a very short note. Take your notebook and write down the topic descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. Okay, write down the first point. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics can be divided into three main areas. Three main areas. The first one, data collection. First one, data collection. Second one, data analysis. Second one, data analysis. Third one, data interpretation or interpret data. Interpret data. That means present, okay. The analyze the data present into other persons or whatever required person. Okay, write down the first topic, data collection. Data collection. Write down the first topic, data collection. Data collection. Data collection. Data collection. Data collection. Okay, write down the first point. Different types of methods can be used to collect data in different fields. Different types of methods can be used to collect data in different fields. In different fields. Write down examples. Surveys. Surveys. We can conduct surveys. Okay, different types of internet-based surveys. So physically questionnaire-based surveys. We can make a list of questions and collect data from others in a particular group of persons. Surveys. Second example, past records. Past records. Past records. And experiment results. Experiment result we can collect as data. Experiment result, whatever experiment, we can get result. Experiment results. Experiment results. Okay, this theory points not asking in the exam. Right? Okay, my theory questions are not. No any theory questions asking for your additional knowledge. I am giving. No any theory parts asking in the exam. What are the data collection methods? No asking. No ask. Okay, that. Okay, now this data we can categorize into two parts. This data collecting data we can categorize into two categories. Data. The first one is the quantitative data. Quantitative data. Quantitative data. What's the meaning of quantitative data? Quantitative data. Quantitative data. And second one, qualitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Okay, what's the meaning of qualitative and quantitative? What is the difference? What's the difference? Okay, can you send me example? What are the qualitative data and quantitative data? Qualitative data and quantitative. Quantitative means what? Quantitative means numerical numbers. We can get the data as numerical numbers. As example, if you got the example, if you got time 5 seconds, 2 hours. Okay, if you collect data as time, it has quantitative numbers, right? Quantitative numbers or numerical numbers. They are the quantitative data. Quantitative data. Understand the difference. Understand the difference. If you got marks of students in your past exam marks, if you collect as data, think this is a type of quantitative data. Think Fatima, Tanya, Dehini. Habi, Ram. Okay, sir. If you got SFT marks, this is a quantitative. 80, 70, 65, 80, 90, 65. Okay, that's the meaning of quantitative data. We can get data in numerical values. Numerical values. That's the meaning of quantitative data. Okay, whatever marks for any subjects. If you got height of childs on a classroom, yeah, height, we can get height, if not the weight of the child in a classroom, weight. Okay, so they are the quantitative data. I got the difference. Quantitative data. Okay, now can you send me what are the qualitative data? Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Okay, I think you have experience in COVID-19 period. We can classify patients in clinics, patients classified into positive COVID-19 positive patients and negative patients. No? It's not a qualitative, positive and negative. That's a qualitative. It's a quality, not a numerical number due to characteristics. Positive and negative. Okay, what else? Can you send me another example? If you got any exam, we can separate, we can collect pass and fail. Pass and fail. No, pass and fail. Pass and fail. Positive or negative? Negative. Okay, they are the qualitative data. I got the difference. Okay, remember in this lesson, actually the quantitative data is statistics and qualitative data is statistics. It's a two different field, two different subjects. Therefore, in this lesson, we are not going to discuss about this qualitative data. We only deal with quantitative data, numerical numbers. Numerical numbers. Understood? Tanya? Devi? Understood? Okay, in this lesson, we are only dealing with quantitative data. Quantitative means just values. We can collect data as numerical values. Then it is easy to we can analyze. But qualitative data analysis is too advanced. Have it okay? Understood? Fatima? Okay, write down next star mark. Data data collection can be classified into two main categories. Data collection can be categorized into two main categories. First one, quantitative data collection. quantitative data collection. Second one, qualitative data collection. Quantitative data collection and qualitative data collection. Quantitative data collection and qualitative data collection. Okay, write down the subtopic number 1. Quantitative data collection. Quantitative data collection. Quantitative data collection. Any data, write down first point, any data able to collect as numerical number. Any data able to collect as numerical numbers called as quantitative data. Quantitative data. Any data able to collect as numerical number called as quantitative data. Write down examples. Write down examples. Write down examples. Okay, write down the second point, second subtopic, qualitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data. Quickly. This is not the lesson. It's base, very basic level here. Write down the second subtopic, qualitative data. Qualitative data. Okay, write down any data collect as characteristics. Any data collect as characteristics. Characteristics called as qualitative data. Qualitative data. Write down examples. Write down examples quickly. Collect as characteristics. Characteristics. Without numerical numbers. Called as qualitative data. Examples. Positive or negative patients. In a particular disease. Second example, pass or fail students in a particular exam. Pass or fail students in a particular exam. Pass or fail students in a particular exam. Okay, that enough. Okay, write down final theory point with star mark. Write down final theory point with star mark. In this lesson, we are only dealing with quantitative data. In this lesson, we are only dealing with quantitative data, not qualitative data. Quantitative data. Okay, theory now. Let's go to calculations. Okay, write down the main topic number 2, data analysis. Write down the main topic number 2, data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis. Okay. Now the data collection is done. In this lesson, we only collect which type of data? Only qualitative or quantitative? Quantitative data. That means the data collect as numerical number, height, number of heights of students, age of students, marks of students, what else? Number of productions of plants, number of coconut production in coconut plantation, what else? The weight of students in a classroom, weight of students in a school, and so on. They are only quantitative data, not qualitative. Hi, data analysis. Okay, now data collection is done. Now collected data need to be analyzed. Okay, how to analyze data? Okay, this data analysis method depend on the number of data. The main thing, the data analysis method depend on the number of data. Sometimes think the number of data we are collect weight of 20 number of students. 20 number of students. Okay, 20 number of students weight. Okay. Now how many data? Number of data? 20. 20 is a number of data. Now you can understand now 20 data. The analysis of 20 data. Is it more complex? Is it too difficult task? Is it too difficult task? Udanya? Is it too difficult task? Analysis of weights of 20 students in a classroom. Is it too difficult? What do you think? Sarmya? Is it too difficult task? Or it's a simple thing? What do you think? Still you don't know? Okay, actually it is a simple thing because 20 number of data 20. Okay, think number of data like this 2, 8, 5, it is weight, no? 18, 15, 12, 25, like 20 data. Now easily you can analyze. No? Easily you can analyze. But think number of data in this classroom 50. Now 50 numbers. 50 numbers. Is it easy? Oh, now a little bit advanced. Now 50 data. 50 number of data. Now it is a little bit advanced. Okay, now think the number of, we collect the number of the weights of students in particular school. The number of students 200. Now we have 200 data. Now too advanced, right? Okay. The analysis method, the data analysis method mainly depend on the number of data in our data collection. Number of data. Okay, write down. Not write down. Ask this. And okay, according to the number of data, we can divide our analysis method into 3 types. Main 3 analysis methods. Okay, the first one analyze as simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Analyze as simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Analyze as simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Analyze as simple frequency distributions. That's simple. The number of data very low. Less than 20 again number of data. Okay. The third one. So second one, ungroup frequency distributions. Frequency distributions. Okay, that's actually lesson. Okay, now we came to the lesson. The background I explained in the first 30 minutes. Okay, ungrouped frequency distributions. Analyze as ungrouped frequency distribution. අපි ungroup විදියට frequency distribution එකක් හදලා analyze කරනවා. Okay, the final one. Okay, when now number of data more than 50 වගේ. Now 30, 50, more than 20 and up to 50 again we can manage by ungrouped frequency distributions. But when it is number of data more than this level, more than 50 we can't manage without grouping. Okay, we have to group this data. Okay, final one, group frequency distributions. Understood? Okay, the data analysis, actually this is the most important lesson. In data analysis part, we are going to be discussing one by one what is a simple group frequency distribution, what is the ungrouped frequency distribution analysis method, and group frequency method analysis method. Finally, we are going to interpret this analyzed data. The lesson is completed. Okay, it's not an easy journey. It's a too heavy lesson, too bulk lesson. The analysis part is a more important part. The interpreting part within one day we can complete. We have only 4 graphs in our syllabus. There are different interpreting methods. Pie chart, bar chart, and two-way analysis and interpreting. But in our syllabus we have only 4 graphs. In one graph, among them, one graph definitely coming in exam. Interpreting methods in our syllabus. Not only in statistics, not only 4. In our syllabus, in our syllabus, the statistic is a wide area that I already explained earlier. It's a too advanced area, but we are discussing part of statistic, basic part of statistic. I got. Okay, write down the final theory point. According to the number of data, according to the number of data, the data analysis method classified into 3 types. Okay, write down simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Ungrouped frequency distributions. Final one, group frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions, ungrouped frequency distributions, and group frequency distributions. Okay, come to the lesson. Now we are going to start lesson. Write down the topic. Simple frequency distributions. මෙතෙන්ද තමයි exam එක ගහන්නේ. අර ඉස්සර ටික මම නිකන් Write down topic. Simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Simple frequency distributions. Okay. Write down an example. 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 The latex production of a the latex production of a plantation within a 1 week within a 1 week given in the following data. Okay, what's the example? The latex production of a plantation within a 1 week. Within a 1 week mean how many days per week? 7, right? Okay, they are the data. Okay, first day, the latex production was whatever rainy or whatever reason, it was only 10 liters. Production method within bracket liters. I forgot. Liters. 12. Come on. 9. 11. 10. 16. 50. Yeah, that's the date. Okay. Part number 1. First part. First part. Prepare the data set in ascending order. Okay, this is the first part. Prepare the data set in ascending order. The second one. calculate the mode value of the distribution. Calculate the mode value of the distribution. Calculate the mode value of the distribution. Mode, M-O-D-E, mode value of the distribution. Second one, so the third one, calculate the median. Calculate the median value of the distribution. Calculate the median value of the distribution. Median, not medium, have the median, M-E-D-I-A-N. Please familiar these words now. Mode, median. Okay, I will explain one by one, don't worry. Still you don't know, no problem. Ascending order. Okay, they are important words. Next one. Fourth one. Fourth one. Calculate the mean, M-E-A-N. Calculate the mean of the latex production. Calculate the mean of the latex production. Mean value of the latex production. Mean. 5. Calculate the range value. Range of the distribution. Calculate the range of the distribution. Range. Calculate the range of the distribution. Range of the distribution. 6. Calculate the range of the distribution. 6. Calculate the first and third. First and third quartiles of distribution. Calculate the first and third quartiles of the. Calculate the first and third quartiles of the distribution. Final one, part 7. May hada puluwan nan the simple distribution. Ja. Okay, 7th one. Calculate the interquartile range. Write down clearly, interquartile range of the distribution. Please note down. Okay, interquartile range in short form IQR. Interquartile range. Complete writing? Complete? Okay, I will show you again. Prepare the data in ascending order. Second one, calculate the mode value of the distribution. Third one, calculate the median value of the distribution. Fourth one, calculate the mean of the latex production. Fifth one, calculate the range of the distribution. First and third quartiles of the distribution. Final one, calculate the IQR interquartile range. Done, complete? Deni? Samya? Amina? Done? Hi. Okay. Go to the first question. Okay, go to the first question. Before first question, I will write down the again distribution again 10, 12, 9, 11. 10, 16, 50. 10, 16, 50. Okay, this is a distribution. Okay. Go to the first answer. Go to the first answer. Ascending order. Okay, write down, prepare the, I'm giving very short note. Okay, it's a very long lesson. Okay, mame short karla me kapar kiyan. Okay, write down this way. Ascending order. Ascending order. Ascending order. Okay, how to prepare in ascending order? 9 is a minimum. 10. 10 again. 9 complete, 10 complete, 10 complete. 11. Done. 12. 15, 16. 15, 16. 15, 16. Okay, write down with star mark. Red color star mark එකක් දාලා මෙතන ඉඳියන්න. Any simple frequency distribution, compulsory to prepare in ascending order. Any simple frequency distribution compulsory to prepare in ascending order before any type of analysis. Before any type of analysis. Okay, now you know. Before any type of analysis, what is your first step of simple frequency distribution? Prepare in ascending order. Understood? හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මොනව කරන්න ඔන්න type එකේ simple frequency distribution එකක් දුන්නත් your first step should be prepare in ascending order. Understood? Okay, that's a method. Knowing theory or methods to prepare in ascending order, this is a method. You have to prepare in lower number to maximum number. Okay? Sarmia? Hi. Okay, let's move to the second one. What's the question number 2? Calculate the mode of the distribution. Okay, what's the meaning of mode? What's the meaning of mode? What's the meaning of mode? Okay, do you have any idea what's the meaning of mode? I think in all level time you are doing mode. Another mode scan. Tanya, do you know? What's the meaning of mode of this distribution? Fatima? What's the meaning of mod? Habib? Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, that's not the definition, but you are correct. Yes. Others, what's the meaning of mod? Remember, the mod be most frequent number, most frequent value in the distribution. Most frequent value of any distribution called as a mod. Okay, write down the definition first. Mod. Most frequent. Most frequent value of the distribution is called as the mod. The most frequent number or most frequent value. Most frequent value. Okay, what is the mode of this distribution? May distribution එක mode එක කීයද? රංග? Kabir? 10. Very good. Okay, then answer. Answer 10. මට answer එක නෙමෙයි මම මේ කියලා දෙන්න දාම මේ question එක දුන්නේ. Write down definitions clearly and highlight them. Most frequent value. Or we called another definition most repeated. The same thing. Most frequent or repeated value. See, most repeated value. Most repeated value. That's a mode. Most repeated value of the distribution. Most repeated value of the distribution. That's the answer 10. Answer 10. Answer 10. Okay, මෙහෙම තිබ්බොත් now what is a mode? What's a mode? The very good. Others, Fatima? Now what is a mode? Javier? Now what's a mode? Ranga? No, sir. How you got 11? Both 2 times repeated. No. Both 2 times repeated. No, Ranga, wrong. Okay, that we called as bimodal distributions. It has 2 modes. It has 2 modes. It has 2 modes. Not only single mode. Okay, write down make the answer for this type distribution 10 and 11 is the answer. It has 2 mode values. 2 mode values. You can't get the average value. Ranga. Not 10.5. 10 and 11. 10 and 11 is the answer. 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 Right, then අපි ආයි යන් අර previous distribution. Okay, write down with star mark and the mode and the second question. Write down with star mark. Some distributions available more than one mode values. More than one mode values. More than one mode value. It's okay. No problem. You have to write down what's the mode. 10 and 11 and 12. No problem. It's a trimodal distribution. Okay, some distributions available more than one mode values. More than one mode values. More than one mode values. Some distributions available more than one mode values. Two mode distributions. Two mode distribution. That means distributions contain two modes. Two mode distributions called as bimodal distributions. Bimodal distributions. Bimodal distributions. Bimodal distributions. And trimode distributions. Trimode distributions called as trimodal distributions. Trimodal distributions. Trimodal distributions. Only for your additional. Distributions contain two mode values. Bimodal distributions. Distributions contain three mode values. Trimodal distributions. Okay, trimodal distributions. Okay, mode complete. Mode complete. Okay, third question. Third question. What's the median? Median. Not medium, median. Okay, what do you think? What's the meaning of median? Do you have anyone idea? Anyone, do you have idea? What's the meaning of median? Median, median. Tanya? Median. Very good. The middle value, write down the definition. The middle value of the ascending, after preparing ascending order, ascending distribution. The middle value of the ascending distribution called as the median. The middle value of the ascending distribution. Ascending distribution means this pre-prepared one in ascending order. The middle value. Okay, how to calculate middle value? Okay, in manually you can get the middle value. අපි මේ පැත්තෙන් දෙක දෙක අඩු කරන් ආවොත් 11 is the middle value. 11 is the middle value. Then 11 is the answer, but you have a special method. You have easy method to calculate. You have easy method to calculate. Okay, how to calculate median? Median. Median equal n plus 1 over 2 is the answer. N plus 1 over 2 is the answer. What's the meaning of n? Number of data. Okay, how many numbers? 7 days. No, 7 days, 7 numbers. 7 plus 1 over 2 is the answer. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 over 2, but 4. Don't have answer as 4. Value रखने 4 here. Remember, not answer for 4. Fourth value is the median. Fourth value is the median. Fourth value is the median. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. The 11 is the value. Remember, the 11 is the value. Okay. Up to now, okay. 20% of simple distribution complete. Send me what happened. Okay, understood. Send me message. Any doubt up to now? Now 3 questions done. Rang? Amina? Clear? Okay. Now, this is a median. Median. Done. Next. Okay, I'll note down the sync code again. Okay. What's the fourth question? What's the fourth question? Calculate the mean, right? Calculate the mean of the distribution. Okay, what's the meaning of the mean? Now, median, you already know. What's the meaning of the mean? Mean. Anyone? Dini? What's the meaning of mean? But mean එක කියනවා. What's the mean? What's the mean? Remember, the average value of the distribution. The average value of the distribution. The average value of the distribution. Remember, write down the definition. The average value of the definition. The average value of the distribution. The average value of the distribution we called as what? Mean. Mean. Okay. Simple. The definition simple. The average. The average is the mean. How to calculate this average value? Okay, remember, mean, the symbol of the mean, X bar. X bar is the symbol. X bar is the symbol. X bar is the symbol. Okay. How we can get the mean? Remember, sigma I equal 1 to n. I equal 1 to n. I equal 1 to n. Wait, I will take another pen. Okay, these sigma equations I will explain next week. We can take an additional 1 hour and discuss sigma. Sigma very important. In next week also we need sigma. But in your syllabus, previous syllabus, old syllabus, there was a special part sigma equations. But in your new syllabus, don't have sigma equations part. But in our normal calculations, especially in our group frequency part, mean calculations, you need sigma some equations and expressions. Therefore, next week I hope to discuss some basic parts of sigma equations as well. Okay, in your syllabus don't have a separate part of sigma equations, but I hope to discuss, because in future lesson, final part of the analysis part, we need is sigma equations. Okay. X bar is the mean. Mean equal sigma I equal 1 to n fi. What's the meaning of I equal 1 to n fi? Okay, I will explain. Divide by n is answer. I equal sigma means sum. Okay, sigma means sum. Ekatu, sum, addition. The sigma I equal 1 to n mean first value to I equal 1 to n. Next week I will explain about full story of sigma equations. Then the meaning I equal 1 mean initiate from first value. Initiate from first value to nth number. Nth mean all numbers. All numbers. Fi mean the summation. Fi divide by number of data. Divide by number of data. Okay. 9 plus 10, 19. 19 plus 10. Okay, this is the answer. 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 15 plus 60 over 7. Over 7. What's the answer? $29, 40, 52, 67, 67, 16, 83 now. 83 over 7. Habib, what's the value? $11.85. Okay, that is the average daily latex production, right? The average daily latex production. 11.8 liters is answer. 11.8 liters. 11.8 liters. Average daily latex production. Average daily latex production of this week. Average daily latex production in this week. Okay. What's the meaning of mean? Remember the definition, the average value. You can get the sum of all number of distribution and divide by number of data. Understood? Clear? Right. Okay, what's the next question? Question number 5. Range, no? Range, no? Sarmia, question number 5. Range of the distribution, right? Okay, what's the meaning of this range? Range. What's the meaning of the range? What's the meaning of the range? Remember, the gap between maximum and minimum value of the distribution we called as the gap between, write down the definition, the gap between, not gap between, the gap between maximum and minimum value of the distribution. The gap between maximum and minimum value of the distribution we called as a range. That's the meaning of range. The gap between maximum and minimum value of the distribution. Okay, what's the range? Then make a range here. 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9. What's the value? 7. 7 is a range. 7 is the range. Okay, understood. Okay, what's the meaning of the range? The gap between minimum and maximum. That means first value and final value of the ascending order. The difference. The difference we called as a range. Remember? Matakai? You have to remember these definitions. Definitions not asking. But for calculations, definitions, this idea you should have. Okay, that's a range. And equations, remember. That's a range. Okay, why is this range important? Okay, what this range explain about distribution? May distribution explain the range. Why we calculate the range? Remember actually the distribution of the gap between values. The gap between each values we can understand by this way. Now, as an example, for this example distribution, the range was 7, right? The range 7 means we can understand the entire distribution distribute within 7. Entire distribution distribute within 7. No any more gaps. Middle, right? No any gap middle. Okay, we can understand the distribution of the data. We can understand distribution. Think the range was 100. Then data distributed in large gaps. In other thing, think the range was 260. Then you can understand data has more gaps and more outliers. Outliers in the middle, in second day, next week, I will explain what are the meanings of outliers. Outliers. Okay. That we can discuss later. Okay, range means the gap between minimum and maximum values. Hurry. Next one, the quartiles. Okay, what is the meaning of quartiles? What are the meaning of quartiles? Okay. Question number 6. No? Question number 6. On the left. Okay, now think I have a row. I have a row or string like this. Like this. Now it is a string. Now I just want to cut this string into two identical parts. Two same size, two parts, identical parts. Okay, think then I can cut. This is a center point. I can cut, then I can get into two parts. Okay, again, I need to cut this two string parts into two identical parts again. Okay, then first identical parts you can cut there. Yeah, these are. Okay, now I have three cutting points, right? Three cutting points. Three cutting points. The string I cut into three parts. Sorry, three cutting points. Then I have four identical parts, right? I have four identical parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? Okay, now I have string. Now I have string. I just want to cut this into two identical parts. Then I can cut him. Okay, this point. Again, I need to cut into four identical parts. Then I can cut. Yeah. Okay, now I have three cutting points. Make it three cutting points. Okay, these cutting points are the quartiles. These cutting points are the quartiles. Then 1, 2, 3 cutting points. These cutting points are the quartiles. Okay, now you can assume the string as data ascending set. There is an ascending data set. Okay, now think this is the minimum value of the distribution. Minimum value of the ascending order. This is the maximum value of the distribution. Maximum value of the distribution. Hurry. Now, this is the center point that we called as median. That we called as median. The center point middle value, median. This is the median of the distribution. Center value, median value, middle value. Okay. Then what are the meaning of this? Quartiles. The data set cutting point into equal four parts. The data points, the data distribution cutting points into equal four parts. Okay, the first cutting point we called as first quartile. The second cutting point we called as second quartiles. The third cutting point we called as third quartiles. The second cutting point we called as third quartiles. Understood? Okay, now you can understand the second quartile. Now you already got the second quartile. The second quartile equal to the median. Understood? Tanya? Have. Quartiles. Answer for question number 7. Sorry, 6. If the data distribution cut into four identical parts, if the data distribution cut into 4 identical parts, if the data distribution cut into 4 identical parts, the cutting points are called as quartiles. 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 Okay, draw this first mechanism. We cut the distribution into 4 identical parts. The cutting tree points are the quartiles. The first cutting point is the first quartile. Second cutting points are the second quartile, that's equal to median. Third cutting point is the third quartile. Understood? Udanya? Tema? Ranga? Okay. Now how to calculate first quartile? Now second quartile, no, you already know. How to calculate second quartile? N plus 1 over 2. N plus 1 over 2, that's median. How to calculate first quartile? First quartile. Remember, 1 over 4, n plus 1 is the method. 1 over 4, n plus 1 is the first quartile. But this is not the value, okay? May value එක තමයි, okay, 1 over 4, n plus 1 mean 8, 8 value. Okay, then 2, remember, not 2 is the first quartile, second value. Second value is the first quartile. Now what's the second value? 10. 10 is the first quartile. 10 is the first quartile. 10 is the first quartile. Third quartile. Third quartile, Q3 equal 3 over 4 n plus 1. 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 3 over 4 n plus 1 means 8. Sixth value, not 6. Sixth value is the third quartile. Sixth value is the third quartile. Sixth value කොහොමද අපි ගන්න? 1 2 3 4 5 6 15. 15 is the third quartile. Third quartile. Third quartile. Okay, that's all about quartiles. Okay, if you cut the data set, data distribution, if you cut into 4 identical parts, the cutting points are the quartiles. Cutting points are the quartiles. Cutting points are the quartiles. The first cutting point is the first quartile, second cutting point is the second quartile, and final cutting point is the third quartile. Second cutting point is a midpoint that's equal to median. Okay, then අපි මේ විදිහටම same method. If you got the second quartile mean 2 over 4, n plus 1, 2 over 4, n plus 1, 2 over 4 mean 1 over 2, no? The same thing. I told how to get the median equation, n plus 1 over 2, the same equation, right? The same equation, n plus 1 over 2. Same equation. Same thing. Same thing. Alright. Final one. Final one. Seventh question. Seventh question. What's the seventh question? IQR. Interquartile range. IQR. 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 What's the meaning of IQR? IQR. Okay, write down the definition. The gap between third quartile and first quartile. The gap between third quartile and, that means the gap between the gap between third quartile and first quartile, Q1, called as interquartile range. The gap between third quartile and first quartile called as the interquartile range, IQR. Interquartile range. The gap between third quartile and the first quartile called as the interquartile range. Okay, IQR equal Q3 minus Q1, 15 over 10, not over, 15 minus 10. What's the value for interquartile range? 5. Interquartile range 5. Five is the interquartile range. Okay, write down star mark. Write down star mark. Final point. Final point. Write down the star mark. Wait. Write down red color star mark. The interquartile range also consider as middle 50%. Sorry, the range of middle 50% of the distribution. Okay, there was 2017. Okay, 2017 there was exam question. මේ වගේම question එකක් තියලා final question was calculate the range of middle 50% of the distribution. Lot of students was confused. They don't know what's the meaning of range of middle 50%. Range of middle 50% කියලා මොකක්ද අහුවේ? The interquartile range. ඒකටම කියන නමක් තමයි the range of middle 50%. Why we called it middle 50%? Middle 50% mean, now think this is the entire distribution. Okay, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Okay, if you got interquartile range, how many parts? Only 2. It's only 50%, no? Overall 4 parts. මැද තියෙන 50% එකේ range එක කියවත් හරි. මතක තියාගන්න. හරි. The interquartile range also considered as range of middle 50% of the distribution. Remember? මැද තියෙන 50% එකේ range එක. Very clear? The range of middle 50% of the distribution. එහෙමත් කියනවා. හරි. The same interquartile range. What's the meaning of interquartile range? Q3 minus Q1. Hurry. The first part complete. Okay. Second question. That's for you. You don't need any definitions. Now I only need the answers. Hurry. No need definitions. Okay, let's take example. Okay, write down. Question number 2. The safety marks of 16 students growth in a class is given in the following distribution. Hi, got that distribution. Okay. Question number 1. Okay, I'll write in short form. Mod, median, කලින් ප්‍රශ්න ටිකම තමයි. median, mean. Now no need definition, so anything notes, only answer I need. Answer sidra yoni. Range, mode, median, mean, range. Q1 and Q3 quartiles, and finally interquartile range. Interquartile range. Now question not given how to convert into ascending order. No any information given. You should know if it is simple frequency distribution. Your first step should be prepare in ascending order. Okay, this is your first step. Prepare in ascending order. Now 16 number of data because 16 numbers in the students in the class. Okay. Complete. Okay, what's the first step? Preparing ascending order, right? I'll erase this. Preparing ascending order. How to prepare in ascending order? Okay, what's the minimum? 38. 38 is the minimum. Next, 42, I think. Yeah, 42. 42. Then 45. 48. Now 40 values complete. 50. 56. 50 values done. 63. 63. Now 60 values තියෙන දෙකයි. 63. No, 63, 63. 68. Now 68 done. 60 values complete. 70 values. 76, 78. 80 values. 80, 83, 83. 88, 90. Okay. After complete your ascending order, you have to count the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 7, 16. Okay, you have to count and check your accuracy. එකක් miss වුණොත් complete question wrong. Okay, remember to count. Now this is my ascending order. Okay, this is a unimodal or bimodal? Unimodal distribution or bimodal distribution? Fatima, is it unimodal distribution or bimodal distribution? Bimodal distribution. Good. 2 mod values. Okay, question number first question answer. 83 and 63. 63 and 83. 63 and 83 is the answer. Second one. Second one. Question number second. 2. Median. How to get median? Equal n plus 1 over tooth value. N plus 1 over tooth value. N plus 1 means n 16. 16 plus 1. Sorry, n plus 1 over 2. Here. 17 over 2. 17 over 2. What to do? 17 over 2. 8.5. Now 8.5 value. Now Marishu. How to find 8.5 value? Okay, remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 8 value. And 8.5 we need. Okay, this is a 9 value. 8.5 means the middle value of 8 and 9 value. Okay, remember. Now, the middle value 63 plus, never know, 60, yeah, 63 plus 68 over 2 is the middle value between 8.5, that means 8 value and 9 value, middle value. Understood? Who correct this? What's the value? 83 plus, sorry, 63 plus 68. Divide by 2. Get the value. Tanya? 63 plus 68. Habib? 65.5. 65.5. Who correct this? Raise hand. Kavdari? Anyone correct? Fatima correct? Rang? Harid? Dehi? Good. How to get 8.5 value? The mid value between 8 value and 9 value. Okay. Third one. Third one. Third one. What's the question? Third one. Now, third one is the most difficult one, I think. X bar equal mean sigma I equal 1 to n fi over n. Okay, I need above value. I only know 16 is a lower value, number of values. Okay, I need the sum. Udaranya, what is the summation? Habib, what's the sum? Habib, 1051. 1051. 1051 over 60. That's a mean. 1051 over 60. 65.68. 65.68. Fourth one. What's the fourth answer? Sixth range. Fourth question, range. Okay, range easy. Range, how to calculate? 90 minus 38. 90 minus 38. How to calculate 90 minus 38? It's 52. 52 is the range. 52 is the range. Interquartile range. Interquartile range. How to calculate Q1? Quartile is a problem, I think. Q1. 1 over 4 n plus 1. Now 1 over 4 n plus 1 means 17. 1 over 4, 17 means 17 over 4. Now for problem, 4.2 fifth value is the answer to 4.2 fifth value. What to do? How to find 4.2 fifth value? That's the issue. Any idea? Do you have any idea? Okay, this is the method. This is the method. Okay, there are different types of method. I will show you easy method. Okay, 4.2 fifth value. Definitely it is more than fourth value. No? More than fourth value. Okay, first I can find the fourth value. Fourth value. Fourth value 48. 48. Okay, 48. 48 is the first value. Fourth value. 48 plus. Now you can get the gap between fourth value and fifth value. What's the gap? Fifth value 50. Gap. Okay, 2 multiplied by 0.25. How I got 0.25? Because it is 4.25. Then you can get the fourth value there. This is the fourth value, and you can multiply gap between. This is a gap. You can multiply by 0.25. Understood? Then 48.5 is the answer. Did you understood? $48.5 is the answer. Then Habib, Fatima. Samia. Q3. The quartile 3. 3 over 4 into 70. 12.75. Again problem. No? 12.7 fifth values. Same method. You can find the 12.12. You can find the 12 value. 12 value mean 12 value 3, 6, 9, 12, 80. 80. 80 plus the gap 3 neither. this is the 11th value. The gap between 11th and 12, 3. Now you can get 3 into 0.75. That's an easy method. Make a practice. This is a gap into 0.35. I mean, understood? I got the 12th value and I got the gap between 12th and 13th value. It was 3, then 3 multiplied by 0.75. 3 multiplied by 0.75. Okay, 3 multiplied by 0.75. 2.25. 82.25. 82.25. Okay, final answer. Interquartile range Q3 minus Q1 48 82.25 minus 48.5 33.75 33.75. Clear? Any doubt up to now? Okay, the first part of the lesson completed. We have another 2 parts: ungrouped frequency distribution and group frequency distribution. We need another 2 days for these to complete, and finally interpretation complete. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? Homework. 2015 A-level. Essay question number 1. Number 1 means essay question 5. Number 5. Homework. Okay, now you can complete the essay question number 1. I think you have a paper, right? We have another 2 minutes of the Okay, question number 5 then. Yeah, without these 2 questions, make questions like one. Without these 2, it is all syllabus. Okay, please mark. Without D part, D part of your neck. Without D part, other parts. Without D part of A, B, C. Yeah, it's very short question. And I will send you another practice question into Go. Okay. I will send you data set. You want to calculate same questions. Did you learn something today? Newly? Right. The main thing, you should have practice this lesson. Concepts are easy. Calculations are very easy, not too hard calculations, but you have to practice all types of possibilities you have to practice. Now this type, maybe this type calculations. This type 0.75, 0.25. You have to practice. Okay, that's the end of the first part of the statistic. Let's meet second part of the statistics next Wednesday. Goodbye. Good night.